I probably don't have time to fully count out the cash, but a quick check should suffice for now. I close the door and proceed to unzip the duffel bag. God damn it! He bought a rocket launcher? What am I supposed to do with this? Xander handled packing it over the last 2 days, so he probably is the only one who knows the contents other than me. Opening it up, I'm greeted by a layer of folded laundry straight from St. Sattler's donation pile. T-shirts and pants that all look similar to what I'm wearing. I decided to buy you some bulk clothing. Beneath it all, though, there it is. I appreciate that he was smart enough to hide it, so that if you open up the bag, it'd be like, oh, it's just clothing, I guess. I guess he just has lots and lots of clothing. And there it is. Wait, and there it is. I gotta put on my suave detective voice whenever he talks to himself. It's Midnight Muffin. That is not how you shorten my name. Also, there's 2 P's in there, so... I scrounge around inside the bag for anything else. No sign of my gun or my lockpicks. Dude, those are expensive. I got them from Lockpicking Lawyer. Gosh! I guess Andrew is holding on to those. Maybe a bit of insurance? Well, it means I'm gonna have to talk to him about getting those back. There's one last thing, though. Seemed kind enough to leave me with this. Your shit fucking pass. I'm Class D. I have eyes. Thank you. I love how it's a... Wait, does a driver's license say customer ID usually? Shouldn't it say, like, license ID or, like, person ID? Ugh. He's got his payday 3. And something, at least. He may know it's fake, but he might not know its other function. I wonder if he would have let me keep it if he did. Oh yeah, this thing was used to like break in through a card. It basically fools card systems if you swipe it twice. All aside, it's more useful as an ID at the time being. This poor bitch-ass woman ain't got no card readers for me to crack. Looks like I'm going to have to be private window for a little bit longer than I had anticipated. With all clothes extracted, now I just need a place to stash all these dollary dues. Shit, real detectives don't say dollary dues. They say things like, I guess cold hard cash is a bit on the nose. Dineros? No, that's a bit cliche. Pieces of 8? What the fuck am I, a pirate? There isn't enough room under the bed, and that's currently the only piece of furniture in the room. Benjamins? No! Sir, we deal in Bloonjamins around here. God save the monkey. And while Claudia may be able to keep her nose out of my stuff, I'm not gonna risk giving Malcolm the benefit of the doubt. I appreciate that he's like, yeah, I can trust the adult. She seems on the up and up, but that fucking small non-human child, I cannot trust. Would you trust a small non-human child? Oh, there's music playing. It's just really quiet. He seems like a nice kid and all, but he also may be the curious kind, too. I'd normally shoot him, but honestly, I can shoot a kid, but I don't know if I can strangle one to death, so... Just put the duffel bag of cash on top of the fridge! Why are you storing your clothes on the... Which leaves me with little option but to use the closet. The kid mentioned they stuffed it full of boxes, but I should be able to find some room to store the bag. I move over to the sliding shutters of the closet and... I move over to the sliding shutters of the closet and open them. Wow! This room must have been a mess. This room must have been a mess before they shoved it all in here. Now, let's see if I can fit the bag in there. I attempt to lift the duffel bag, and my arms rebel, and with strength I thought I had falters immediately. Seems Claudia was not exaggerating about lifting this being a bit too much for my still recovering body. Damn it. Looks like we're going to have to do this piecemeal. Ensuring that the door to the room is not just closed, but ensuring that the room to the door is not just closed but locked, I empty the money onto the bed. Once it's multitude of millions, splayed across the mattress, I stowed the bag on the shelf. Then begin a slow process of moving the cash back into the bag. Oh my god, dude. It's a lengthier process than I'd like, made to feel even longer by the aches and pains that burn in my muscles. Hey, it's some good exercise. Oh, cool, we even updated the sprite. But it gets done all the same. Fortunately, it looks like there's enough room for it all. Only Justin, though. I should keep it out of reach of most curious toddlers. I don't know where I'm gonna keep my clothes, however. May have to ask Claudia about getting a basket or something. Dude, you have millions upon millions of dollars. Take out a Bloonjamin and spend it. Now, let's see about that shower. I close the closet and grab a change of clothes. One stiff-legged jaunt across the hall later, and pilfering the linen closet, I'm standing in the bathroom. It's barely larger than my room, made even less spacious by the various common toiletries occupying every possible shelf. Even the shower looks a bit cramped. Hold up, I'm gonna pull something up because the game does have like a reference thing, and in one of them is like blueprints for the building. Man, his room really. Oh god, that is a really. Yeah, ooh, that is cramped. Man, that ain't great. Oh, that's the living room. Okay. Oh, I see. Cool. Neat. Speaking of, I only wait as long as it takes to disrobe before getting onto the shower. Just long enough for it to heat up. The cold shock of water is the shock of cold water is rather bracing. It really makes me have every ache and pain still lingering in my body. But after a minute, the water begins to warm and the pain begins to fade. Nice warm shower is a rare treat for me. Made even more so as I feel days of soreness just evaporate out of me, and as the ache soothes, an all too familiar sensation returns in full force. Hungry! Give myself an extra minute or two of enjoyment, for I'm satisfied with the level of hygiene. Feeling refreshed, I exit the shower, dry off, and redress myself, and police my dirty laundry. Where I put it from there, I don't know, so as I re-enter my room, I just toss it onto my bed. Ah, refreshing. Look at his eyes! Oh, he's having a good time. Refreshing. I still got my spastic finger, though. Much better than using moisture wipes to get clean. Mr. Doe, lunch is ready if you're hungry. What excellent timing. I just hope it's a bit more substantial than vegetable. Is that how you spell vegetable? It's with an extra E, man. It's veg. See, the fucking soundtrack, man. Not balanced. It was good and all, but 3 days of the stuff has me at my limit as far as soup is concerned. Child, get off the damn table! Also, why are these backgrounds so slender? It's really weird. Is it supposed to be like, oh, it's such a cramped space? Or to like indicate someone's outside of the room? I don't know. As I enter, I see Malcolm sitting at the table and Claudia performing the final preparation of whatever's going to be lunch. Well, take a seat. It's just about done. With well-practiced motions, the pink parasol performs a perilous balancing act of carrying 3 plates to the table. Malcolm seems quite amused by the display of dexterity. She deftly places the plate around the table with the skill befitting of a seasoned waitress. Now, the one's vacant table's been set with 3 plates stacked high with very fresh-looking salads. Woman, I need some goddamn beef! Wow. This is the first one I've seen that didn't come in a little plastic boxer bag. This actually looks appetizing. I start in on the leafy meal by stabbing bits of lettuce, tomato, and cucumber on my fork. It is good. Oh, Mr. Doe. Would you like any dressing for your salad? He's eating it dry? I understand that. God, fuck damn it, Win. Please. It's made a fucking mozzarella salad where you can just cram it in your face. That's because tomatoes are so fucking wet and juicy. That's why you can do it. Also, it's fucking mozzarella's super goddamn fluffy. You can't just shove leaves in your mouth. Dressing. No thanks, woman. I dress myself. Caesar. The version with the C salad. Yeah. Oh yeah, alright. People usually add dressing to salad, don't they? It's It's fine without any.
You think so? You're kind of weird. Malcolm? He doesn't put ranch on his salad! Ranch is the best! You should use that one!
I consider the suggestion and decide. I consider the suggestion and decide it's worth a shot. With a shrug to signify my acceptance, I grab the bottle and place a dollop of ranch dressing on a portion of my meal. I take a bite and the flavor is.
Well, is good, right?
It's okay. It's certainly different, but probably best to play to the crowd. Yeah. Ram Ranch really rocks. I haven't had ranch. I like Caesar sauce. Maybe I like ranch. What else?
I told you! It goes really good with veggie nuggets.
Oh. Small non-human child. Must you? Listen, I'm all for vegetarian option on things, but you can't, fucking imitation nuggets? Eh. Don't bother at that point. Also, why does Claudia have such fucking shoulders, man? You're gonna notice what she's close to the bottom.
And carrots and...
Alright, Malcolm, let the man eat!
Okay. Hey, do you want to see my Hot Wheels after lunch?
Feels really weird to have like a salad for lunch with a child. Malcolm? An insistent one, isn't he? Sure. Young Parasol boy bounces excitedly in a seat in response to my agreement. He also seems to take it as a sign to begin shoveling the leafy salad into his mouth as quickly as possible. His mother briefly wears a look of frustration, but drops it in favor of bemusement when she sees him not offended. The only chastisement of the boy is the remember to breathe, Malcolm. I can't believe he suffocated to death. What a tragic end. What a tragic end. The rest of lunch passes quickly, with all plates being cleared in short order. I'm dragged away by Malcolm to the living room and told to wait while he gets his collection. Claudia remains behind to clean the dishes and, while shaking her head slightly, commenting on, "That boy and he less dang cars." It does at least give me an apologetic if a bit amused expression isn't pulled away. Soon I'm sitting on the couch while Malcolm digs through a large red plastic bin of tiny toy vehicles. Man, I know that vibe, but being a little kid and you got a big plastic bin.
You know this one? It's a Mazdasaurus MX-5 Road.
Oh wait, Mazdasaurus MX-5 Roadster. Stole one of them in North Cambrolina. Sold it to a chop shop for some quick cash. Malcolm's eyes light up and nods as he extracts another shows to me.
What about this one?
That's a Toyota Down 2000 GT. Stole one of those in Tennessee. I liked it too. Stuck with it for a few states before I had to ditch it. It was drawing too much attention. One after another, the young Parasol extracts a car and bids me to identify it. However, all his questions change from identifying cars to whatever I'd actually driven them. Which, any car that I can identify just so happens to be the one I drove away with. So while I'm not only identifying about 1 in every 4 cars, this is enough to convince the boy I'm an expert. Which naturally brings different questions.
How did you drive so many cars, Mr. Doe? Are you a race car driver?
Child, the Nissan Leaf is not a fucking race car! It's a small urban, I gotta be careful around here. It's not just that I have to make up something believable, but something that can't be looked up later either. Something that leaves plenty of room for bullshitting, and something nobody really keeps track of. A job that also doesn't leave too much of a paper trail. He drives. He even has the Gosling outfits from Drive. No. Oh, I'm not a race car driver. I was,
A mechanic?
No.
Delivery man?
Malcolm, stop arguing. Or stop interrupting. Claudia rests against the wall of the hallway, observing me and Malcolm's exchange. With a smile on her face, she enjoys listening to me and the boys' conversation for some time.
I'm sorry, Mom. It's fine. Just remember to show a little patience.
Go ahead, Mr. Dell. I was a test driver. Freelance. Traveled around a lot, usually tested stunt cars.
Wow! That's the coolest thing ever! I want to be that when I grow up. Mom! Can I be a test driver when I grow up?
Let's get you past elementary school first. Which, I remind you, starts back up again tomorrow, so after dinner will be bedtime. Should be starts back up. It starts back up. Oh, school's boring. Now, schools can be tons of fun. Lots of friends to make and lots of things to learn. You guess. At least you don't have to go back to work tomorrow like I do. I'd be okay with that if I was a test driver. If you're not working. Also, I love the implication is gonna leave this motherfucker here for like 7 hours. Claudia rolls her eyes and gives a faint laugh. If they're gonna call Win to like pick up the kid from school, they're totally gonna fucking do that. Goddamn. I had to do that once for someone, and it's like, man, they're gonna ask you questions like, who the fuck are you? You gotta go through school unless you want to end up like Win. Now, son, we have a perfect example while we go to school right over here. And he's like, oh, god fucking damn it. You know, it'd be very funny if all of Win's sprites with the eyes like this, they slowly move towards the center so they're looking at the screen. Just very slowly. Go up and clean up your toys, and then we can watch a movie together after. That should put us right around dinner time. Okay! Young Parasar obediently begins to gather up his toys and then departs back to his room. His mother gently pats him on the head as he passes her by before turning attention towards me. So how are you finding things so far? It's only been half of a day, but I gotta say it's shaping up to be one of the best ones in recent memory. Oh, good! I love how his inner monologue is... You know, it kind of reminds me of Anon, but in a different way. Like, he genuinely has feelings, he just doesn't fucking communicate. Just good? The shower was nice! Hello there, non-human woman. I enjoy... shower. Food was good. I'm certainly glad to hear that. You're a test driver, huh? Yeah. I knew you and Malcolm would get along. Better be careful, though. He might just try to keep you locked up in that toy box of his. Locked up. That's my people's word. Your child can't use criminal logic. Oh, man. Win, please. Please, Win. Calm down. Locked up. Interesting turn of phrase. Well, anyway, I was thinking, how about you pick the movie for us? Me? Well, normally I'd let Malcolm choose, but seeing as how you're the guest... We haven't had a lot of choices, have we? I like the pacing so far, though. Pacing's pretty neat. It's not lingering on scenes. Like, the whole lunch scene took about as long as it really needed to. Normally, I'd probably let Malcolm choose, but seeing as how you're the guest, I figure, why not let you get a turn in now? If you even want to watch a film, that is. If you prefer, we can do something else. Probably wouldn't surprise her that I haven't seen many movies in my life. Actually, wait. I don't think I ever have. Oh. I guess I was always just too busy surviving to make the time. That I'm being on the road. Spent a lot of time doing that. Anyway, guess it's about time I watched my first movie. Now that I have time, it's okay. I'll find something. I love it. This is so fucking short. It's like he's like, I never watched movies all that much. And he's like, it's okay, I'm gonna go pick a movie. I'll leave you to it then. They're all under the cabinet under the TV. Just please ignore the Nintendo GameCube. There should be something that you should like. Hopefully. I do sort of pick through the donation pile for them. And while you do that, I'll see if I remember to buy some popcorn. Man, I like how the placement of the characters actually matches what the room layout is trying to do. Creaking open the small TV cabinet reveals two baskets spit in. One is filled with video games of Malcolm. Nintendo box. Wait, a Nintendino box. Is that what that cube thing is called? Anyway. The other basket has a small number of DVDs in it. It doesn't take long to scan through the titles and narrows it down to 3 options that spark some interest. First is a fancy movie about a girl trying to save a baby brother from a very glamorous-looking saurian man. Apparently it's quite famous for its use in puppets and costumes. I'm sorry, I'm a complete Philistine when it comes to knowing movies. Maybe Malcolm would like this one. It seems aims towards kids. The other is an older live-action comic. Oh, Dark Crystal. Oh, yeah! It just tripped me up a little, you know? The second one is an older live-action comic book movie that's vibrantly colored and very stylized. The main character is a saurian detective in a bright raincoat and a fedora. Get this Bear Paddington movie out of here. Will be about a super cop catching funny-looking crooks. I feel like I shouldn't like this. I really do like the aesthetics it's got going on. Third option is a movie depicting a Saurian woman descending from the sky via an umbrella. Well, I know Mary Poppins. Apparently the movie has segments where live action and cartoon animation is combined, which was very impressive for the time. If I had to guess, that'd be Claudia's preference. It's bright, cheerful, and stars a kind-hearted woman that helps those in need. Bit on the nose, though. Anyway, I can hear him coming. Banana Slam! What to pick? Oh shit, I get to make a choice! Hold up, I kinda wanna look this up. Is this... Oh man, it actually matters! Oh shit. I imagine it doesn't really matter for, like, your actual choices. I wonder where these choices come in. Hold on, give me a moment. I'm gonna look at the script just to kinda... Oh, it doesn't do anything. I guess since it's a demo, they didn't bother to write it out yet. Because these variables get instantiated. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's because movie 3 is the else. Ah, that's so lame. If you don't watch the movie, you get a little... Okay, we're gonna look at this when we're there. What would I want to watch? I like that he dresses like a sexy thief man at all times. Get out of here! Be gone! Man, I have to tell so many people to leave my stream nowadays. You know, I feel like the right answer should just be the movie we want to watch. Like, make our first movie the one we want to see! Well, we'll just pick the one that I think makes the most sense for him to pick. So we're gonna go with a stylish comic book movie. Okay, this one seems good. Let's just put it into the DVD player and grab the remote controllers, and we should be good to go. Sure enough, as soon as I sit back down, the two parasols venture back into the room, heralded by the smell of popped corn. Pink-scaled parasol or woman carries a decently sized bowl of buttery snack with her, while Malcolm eyes it eagerly. You can make me leave, but you need to leave. Cuts to chatter flying out the window. Can't stop me from coming back without dealing with paperwork. The big scale does about against decent sized bowls of buttery snack with her, and Malcolm eyes it eagerly. All set? Yeah. The bowl containing popped corn is placed rather precariously between us. Oh, they got another one for carrying the child. Man, why do her arms look so goddamn beefy? The pair of paras takes the opposite of the couch as their spots as they leisurely nestle in together. Comfy? Yeah. What? Yeah. Well then, Mr. Dove, he would do the honors. I respond with an affirmative nod as I press the play button on the remote, and the movie begins to roll. Oh, it's been a while since I've seen this one. Ugh. And so we sat together watching the film, a healthy separation between us. The two parasols on one end of the couch and myself on the other. I can't believe you dying instantly. While the movie was certainly engaging, I don't know what sort of response I was supposed to have towards it. I was expecting some kind of noise or reaction from the other two for some kind of guidance, but they're as silent as I am. Are we supposed to be interacting with one another? Or should I look at them and see what they're doing? Are we going to watch the movie or not? Oh, we're going to miss out on the whole thing if we don't... Ugh. Oh, this is kind of neat, actually. I kind of like this. I'll tell you what's going on a little while later. If we decide to watch the movie, though, remember that you're trying to get on Claudia's good side. Oh, it just straight up has narration and wind narration. So it's a separate thing for him. That's pretty cute. Remember, if you're trying to get on Claudia's good side, it's probably best not to stare too hard at her or her son. Besides, they're trying to be quiet, then that just means I'm doing as they do. So no problem. So focus my attention on the movie. Huh, it's pretty good. We're going to go with watch them. Claudia pumps iron in her spare time. She has been lifting the same growing child since it was born. Yeah, she's building up that weight. Are you I use as much subtlety as I can to observe the parasaurs. Stop saying it! Every so often I glance over and know what they're doing without trying to alert them. Initially, the boy was avidly paying attention to the movie while I munched away on popcorn, but as the film went, he slowly sank into his mother's embrace. In response, she moved deeper into a more laid-back position on the couch. Aww! Consciously or unconsciously, subconsciously perhaps, she shifted so that Malcolm rested comfortably at all times. Why is the shadow so dark in the top right? The display of familial affection is strange to me. Also, why does he look so grown up now? Like his eyes look smaller now? I love the kind of jankiness of the art. That's great. It's got passion in it, man. It's got passion. Each time I chanced to look to observe the two of them, I felt an odd pressure. I pulled at the inside of my chest. It was a curious sensation, like I wanted to kill them. God, her shoulders, man. What the hell? See to you that makes you hate. It's like with Unk, but in reverse, where Unk became a small baby man. Cuddling. In my Snoot derivative. Welcome to Reverse Unk, where characters become older and bigger instead of little baby men. And soon I catch myself being more invested in what they're doing than the movie. They certainly look comfortable. Must be nice. Sitting on a couch. Why are you sitting on the floor? I don't know. I wonder if that's normal. Being so close. I can't remember my mother, so I wouldn't know. Or any family, really. Just the last 10 years of surviving on the road and after waking up in a drain pipe in New Mexico. No name, no memory. Oh, shit! I thought Wayne just kind of, I thought he had a childhood, but he doesn't remember it. Wow, that changes things. Just rags for clothes and an empty stomach. I'm going from time to time, stealing what I could and then hightailing it out of there. That's all I can remember. Just that for the last 10 years. I don't even really know how old I am. Everything before that is like a void or a wall of total darkness. Ironically, my memory has been pretty sharp since then. Alright. I'm gonna put down a bet that he's Alphonse's kid that he threw out because he was like, oh no, I have a human child. It's an extremely fucking cliche thing, but I actually kind of love it because it's so fucking stupid it works. Alphonse is a goofy character. Let him have a goofy backstory that doesn't matter. Because he's like, but I don't remember any of that, Alphonse. You could be lying out of your fucking asshole and I wouldn't know. Mongolian chains, they always move and pillage. Mongolians? In my China? Ironically, my memory's been pretty sharp since then. I can't say that in those 10 years I've ever gotten to experience this kind of benign domestic mundanity. Not even for half a day. Say nothing of the affection those two share. Or those gigantic shoulders. God damn. No sooner did the thought enter my mind than I'm finally able to identify the sensation pulling at my chest. Envy. Steal it. And no one will ever know. Not of either of them in particular, but just the affection they have for one another. Must be nice. I catch myself in the act blatantly staring at the mother and child to snap me out of my introspective daze. I suppress the feeling and the self-analysis as I try to refocus on the movie. It's irrelevant. Whatever happened to me in the past doesn't matter. Whatever this feeling is I'm having, I don't need it. I never sought that sort of thing out before now, so why start? I'm not staying here long. I'm gonna solve Claudia's issue and use her to lay low for a little bit. Like, damn, dude. Just in, out, and on with life. Presuming a mobster doesn't find and kill me first. And still, it does look nice. Unfortunately, I couldn't focus on the film. Damn, imagine knowing your dad's in the vor. Dude, no. That's the fucking worst. That's why I can't have children, man. Sir, why did you never have any kids? They said you were super fertile and had the best genes in the world. I can't. I'm in a vor. I couldn't live with a son who had to live through all that. Fortunately, I couldn't focus on the film. My thoughts kept drifting back to thinking about all the voids I have in my life and how awful it felt. About 2 hours later... Jesus Christ, woman! Are you okay? Slow down!
Well, that was a fun time, wasn't it?
Yeah!
Thank you for picking out the movie, Mr. Doe.
No problem. It was good.
What, have you never seen it before?
No. She vibrates. I can't believe my dad's in a war and my mother's a vibrator. What am I supposed to do?
Oh, is that so? What did you think?
Okay, so if we had watched the movie, the first movie, the Crystal movie, he's like, oh, the puppets were interesting, but the songs were hit and miss. But it was impressively well made. And then Malcolm goes, yeah, the puppets were awesome. If we watched the movie we picked, he was like, I liked how it looked. The use of color was intriguing. I enjoyed it a lot. And the narration goes, a rather considerable amount too, considering my profession. And if you watch the cute one, he's like, the animated sections were impressive. The music was enjoyable. I found it very entertaining.
Well, I'm glad you liked it. The movie is one of my favorites.
But we got this one instead. I'm sorry. That's a cute little choice, man. It's like a couple of lines per. It's not a huge thing. But it's just cute, man. Fucking Dancing Towards Tomorrow couldn't be fucking bothered to do that much. 5 fucking lines, man. And that was too much to fucking ask. Oh, shit. I was so absorbed by that weird sudden bout of introspection that I didn't actually watch most of the movie. I can probably just get away with saying it was good, right? I liked it. It was good. What was your favorite part? Damn. Why is this child such an incredible detective? He caught me on a lie. Just seen Dark Crystal, Sin City, and Mary Poppins. Damn. Come on, think. Oh, he looks so sad. Wait, I've got it. I really liked the ending.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Ha! Easy.
Well, it's about time to get dinner started. I'll freshen up and get going on that. Can I play on the TV until then? I'm just making spaghetti. It won't take that long. Oh, but okay. Don't get too invested. Okay. Come on, I'll show you my video games.
Sounds like we're in for a bit more downtime. Sure, why not? Okay. Fucking loves answers. Okay. I'm tempted to give him a different voice to reflect the fact that he's a big giant fucking goober, and I want to noogie him. Oh, I'm gonna take a minute.
Well, if there's not anything else, I guess I'll get to it. I'll be right over here in the kitchen for a bit if you need anything, okay?
And now my understanding towards Claudia, and she returns it with her usual smile and a nod of her own before turning and leaving. Right. So about this video game thing, how's that gonna work?
Oh, this is a good one.
You know what? You go enjoy the video game music. I'll be back in a minute. I'm gonna go and piss on the moon!